Hi everyone, it's Dr. Rich, and I'm very sick. Here's Crystal. Say hello, Crystal. Say, I love you. I love you. Good girl. And I'm very, very sick. Sick of all your shit. And this is why. Recently I got some friends to send an email to the Ombudsman. No one fucking cared, apart from a few people. And this is what it said. Wait on, I'll just find it. Because this is framed. This is a story of death, intrigue, ASIO, murder, conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, millions of dollars, and an obscene rejection of human rights and prejudice, stigma and victimisation. You will not believe this. I try and tell this to people and they go, are you clearly mad? Well, there's two ways to look at this. I'm mad and I need help. Otherwise, I'm not mad and I still need help. My situation right now is that I'm homeless. I'm squatting, but the reason for this is because of the conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, which maims me socially, physically, victimises me for being mentally ill, or apparently mentally ill, even though I've got a doctorate and ran my own business for 2 years, and a master's degree in a human rights campaigner for 2 decades. However, this is the email that I got some friends to email to the Ombudsman, the government Ombudsman, but see, they're cooked as well, and I'll explain why. So this is the letter. My friend Rich suicided in Werribee Mercy Public Hospital less than 16 weeks ago. True story. It was not his first attempt. True story. The first attempt, I was profoundly bereaved with the grief of the death of my friend Nathan. He was found with no blood left, true, and no observable pulse, true. Now, the hospital notes say the attempt was fatal. Now, the letter goes on. He lived beyond this attempt to be met with a more insipid, violent, and furious chorus of malicious, determined victimisation to silence him, and it's criminal. And it fucking is. I'm so over it. This is going to fuck the Australian establishment from the ground up. The Freedom of Information from the hospital documented the suicide attempt as a fatal attempt. So I wasn't mucking around, you know. They unethically confiscated and stole his suicide note, which they did, and hid it, and then said it was illegible. But in the Freedom of Information, there it is, highly legible, all scanned, and me saying, I would rather die for a purpose, a human rights awarded advocate, than to suffer all your shit. And it goes on the letter, he died because he was victimised, true. And he stood for human rights after battling on his own for years and years, true. The hospital outright refuses to acknowledge his complaint in calls or emails of a situation where he literally killed himself under their duty of care in their institution when they incarcerated me from society because I couldn't look after myself. But I suicided with what is agreed to be an illegal contraband, which at the very fucking least, with the hospital, with my complaint, deserves, you would think generously, a conciliation, if not profound litigation. Yet, I have been silenced again, and this is true. I haven't been able to get a lawyer, no one stands up for me, and the conspiracy of silence goes on. This links back to very many years ago, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, the hospital denies all contact with Mr. Mclean to this day. True. This near certain tragedy occurred less than, I think it was 15 weeks ago. True. I'll say he was a decades-long artist. I've been an artist my whole life, and human rights campaigner of secular ethics. True. He deserved support. I do deserve support. Even if I was a homeless meth junkie, I would still deserve support. But I have been victimised because of the person that I am. Right now, I need help immediately. This is true. I am squatting. I'm homeless. I've got bills coming out of my arse. Look, my family's nice, but they've tried to support me, but they've really got fucking no clue. Anyway, they're kind of homophobes and kind of really boring, moderate people, you know, and they always blame me for being the mad one, telling the inappropriate jokes. They just don't get the breadth and scope of my experience, which has been so much more broader and complex than theirs, that they simplify it. And like when I tell them to fuck off last night on Facebook, the cops come to my door. Well, how ironic, because I've already been to the cops to report these crimes, but they refuse to listen to me. That's true. Anyway, this has been a few times, so anyway, I'll go on. When I complained about the hospital, the Mental Health Complaints Commissioner took over my complaint. Now, this is fair and sure, because the hospital said, if you need a conciliation, go to the Mental Health Complaints Commissioner. They will do the conciliation. But hello, even though the hospital sent me there, when I got my freedom of information, which I thought would have at least a conciliation, maybe an apology. Oh, sorry, you were allowed to top ourselves when we had to look after you. But the Mental Health Complaints Commissioner absolutely outright refused to send him my outcome and response from the Mercy Hospital. The Health Complaints Commissioner first rejected me outright. They were the ones who I was sent to the hospital by. And then the Mental Health Complaints Commissioner, that's right, took over my complaint, and that was going on weeks and weeks, kicking the can down the road, and I spoke to this woman, Ms. Alex Tinter. Now, I've got recordings of all my conversations, and I have all the evidence that this story expunges. So she outright refused to send me my outcome from the hospital, which was mine to read, and the response from Mercy Hospital. Now, why was this? Because she had to give it to a selection of people, and I found out that she's a lawyer, and she's actually a double agent based and biased in favour of the hospital. So, in actual fact, my this impartial body is supposed to, stick up for me, but they absolutely are double agents for the hospital. And so I said to Alex on the phone, I said, you are in a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, which goes over your fucking head. And seriously, I'm going to fuck you up because I am nominating you with the Ombudsman as a person to pervert the course of justice because you have a fucking bank of lawyers and I've just got fucking me. And seriously, in the whole years and years of me fucking fighting for myself, I've never had a fucking lawyer, never had someone to stand up for me. Some people have tried, but they don't really appreciate the whole enormity of this story. So the Mental Health Complaints Commissioner denied me a voice, and they illegally and unethically robbed me of justice. Now that's fucked. That's the one fuck thing. This is the letter still. This is an outrageous and illegal injustice to deny a sensitive suicide survivor, only from 3 months ago, an extremely vulnerable individual, the opportunity for a voice or justice in any form via coercion, conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Now, this is a fucking crime. I've been to the police about this. Now, I've been to the police and I've set up an appointment. I go in there, I record it, and they refuse to listen to me. So, fuck it. Fuck it all. Fuck you all to hell. I'm sick, and I'm sick of all of your shit. I feel almost like such the important person in the world that I'm going to fuck the entire system from the inside out. And now the genie is fucking out of the bottle. So, the letter goes on. I'm going to use a bit of humour here because I think we need humour in life, you know. You got to fucking laugh at the absurd. The odds are stacked against Mr. Mclean, who has lost his job as an NDIS therapeutic support, hello, looking after other people in the community, giving back like I've always fucking done, and people say I'm not even qualified for it. Get fucked. I've got a qualification for that, mate. I'm a therapeutic support as registered by the NDIA. But the NDIS have been saying, you're not worth what you charge, you're worth less. But still, even today, I had a client who I saw for a year and a half call me and want to talk to me. Like, clearly I'm not doing a bad job. Anyway, I go on. So I've lost my job because my father, he was worried I was going to top myself. But I actually really wasn't. I was chilling inside having a beer. And I recorded that conversation of the CAT team coming and the police being there. And I was absolutely lucidly sane and clearly not sick whatsoever or suicidal. Anyway, I lost my job because I was involuntarily incarcerated by Dad, who was only trying to care, you know. But so I've lost my job, right? So I've lost all avenues of litigation and justice. This is because of the cover-up and the conspiracy. And I kid you not, like, when I went into hospital, I tried to convince them of this conspiracy, and that was victimisation. See, the local cops, who I'd also already been to, and I'd already said, why, this is to do with another case, why are you rejecting my evidence? And you've made me feel less than death. Like, they just absolutely wrote me off, okay? Now, once one domino goes over, the whole fucking lot goes over. So listen to this fucking story. You won't believe it. So right now, I report of being hungry, cold and squatting, bereft of hope, isolated and struggling to feed himself. Fucking true story, I know. But, you know, when you got nothing else to lose, what can words in a humorous way even do any harm? Well, it can do a lot of harm. It can fuck the system. Yes, I'm sick, and I'm sick of all this shit. My family say they cannot support me anymore. Well, you know, they've done their best. They think I'm fucking mad. My sister told me, and she's a very nice person, helped me in hospital, love her dearly, love my brother, love my mum, love my dad. They all don't fucking get it. They're implicitly homophobic, and to quote my sister, she says, and I'm not holding this against her, because I can be hard work, she goes, you're a schizo, you're a druggo, and get fucked and get the fuck out of our lives. That was on my birthday. And on my birthday this year, no one fucking called me. Not one fucking person. Anyway, and other people have rejected me because they can't handle me. Too much is going on. Anyway, I go on with the letter. In addition to the suicide, whilst under duty of care, under involuntary incarceration at the hospital, I also contracted a strain of golden staph. Oh, fucking, because hospital's the place you go to get well. Bullshit. It's the place you go to get sick. I didn't want to go to hospital. I have the evidence I was totally fucking sane, and I was totally fine. Anyway, when I was released from hospital, I was released unceremoniously with no job, no food, no car, and just a phone number to call Saltwater Clinic in Footscray for support. So I fucking called them. It was the worst. How can I explain it? It was such a cosmic fucking off-putting thing to kick the can down the road that would leave me bereft and less expensive, having died at my own hand, so they can blame illness rather than me getting justice. It took me 3 months and 2 days, under those circumstances, for me to see a psychiatrist. Now, that's more than a bad public mental health system. That's a malicious conspiracy to kick the can down the road to maybe enable me dying by my own hand before I get justice. Well, I've fucking lived, and I'm fucking sick, and I'm sick of all this shit. So anyway, I go on. But when I got released from hospital, I got a number to call for support, and I called them, but it was absolutely woeful. At least I was united with my beloved dog, Crystal. Crystal, Crystal, say hello. Say, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Crystal and I need a place to live, and this is why I'm doing a whistleblower statement for the Commonwealth Ombudsman. So anyway, I go on. Crystal had been left on her own with only random people dropping in my house when I was hospitalised for nearly 4 days. Now, when I went into hospital, they said I was insane. I'm not insane. I know exactly what's fucking going on. So that was the same amount of time they denied my medication that I was on for over 8 years, and it was outright refused to me. I used to beg for it every day. Can you give us me medication? They absolutely heinously upset the apple cart, my neurochemical imbalances, everything, and it was a victimisation and a malicious attempt to fuck me up. Because they wanted me ill. They wanted to incarcerate me, maim me, rob me of prosperity. This is the theme of the conspiracy. Further, to disable me, the movement he claims to maim him in all ways, which I can provide evidence for and will and have to the Ombudsman, and you can see it on my website, richmclean.com.au. Anyway, my long-standing psychiatrist of years dumped me upon admission. That's because all I did was try and pay him with my NDIS funding. But weirdly, for someone with a mental illness who needs to see a psychiatrist, the NDIS doesn't cover psychiatry. Oh, well, that's a fucking moronic thing, isn't it? So I tried to pay my psychiatrist, who was over $800 a fucking hour, to and I knew what I fucking needed. I needed a script from him. So I tried to pay him with my NDIS funds. However, he then turned around, accused me of fraud, and said he wants nothing to do with me. Well, fucking hell. So anyway, that was in hospital. So that robbed me of my ADHD medication, or the dexamphetamine, which is the miracle drug that the same psychiatrist raved about in the vast improvement of my life. So this miracle drug saw me do a master's in education, a PhD working with young people exploring post-humanism and superintelligent AI, which was so interesting, which also uncovered my memories of sexual abuse, which I'll go into later, and worked both as an academic support worker for marginalised people and an art teacher for vulnerable people in the house that I shared with my former cunt partner, and he's going to get a fucking serve in this one, and conceptualised, constructed and ran my own business with zero training for 2 whole years as a registered therapeutic support for the NDIS. And what do? I help people. I was helping marginalised people in the community. Well, you know, I'd just like to say I'm a bit of a fucking dead set legend in my own mind. I've been an artist for fucking 20 years. I've spent 2 decades advocating for good health and good choices on TV, in Parliament House, the drug debate, ABC National. I've written a human rights award-winning book on an experience which I call now non-ordinary reality, which is other people call schizophrenia, which I absolutely refuse. And I rebuked that in my PhD in favour of the shamanic lens of holistic lens of shamanism, and it was alleged by a group of high-ranking academics, and it passed. So I must not be saying fucking something that's so far out of whack. So anyway, I go on with the letter. He was released just over 3 months ago into the community under the care of Saltwater Clinic in Footscray. Now, they are auspiced under Werribee Mercy Hospital. Hello, they rejected my medication, which ended in my death, and I threatened to sue them. So, this victimisation was too much for me to hold. I thought, I'm going to fucking die, a mental health campaigner. Fuck it, they've won. No one understands. And I am going to fucking die, and I'm going to fucking do... And There was a fucking red hot shot too. Let me just say, I nearly did it. And it's fucking hard work dying, let me tell you. So now I'm here to fuck shit up. That's right, I'm sick and I'm sick of your shit. Anyway, it took over 3 whole fucking months for me to consult a psychiatrist in person at Saltwater Clinic. Now, they are the organisation that are legally obliged to care for me and my mental health. Now, 3 months to see a psychiatrist when it was assured to my family, who were very worried, that I would be followed up every 2 or 3 days, is not only a terrible public mental health system, it is a fucking malicious and biased reaction because I stood up for myself in the hospital, and they are an extension of the hospital. So there's a few ethical issues here. So I'm suing the hospital, but I can't get any fucking traction whatsoever. I'm absolutely gaslighted, ignored, and rejected, and I have no rights, and I'm silenced. With a very fucking poignant and literal worthy cause, and they are the offshoot of that fucking hospital. So they have to fucking play ball with the guy that runs the hospital, which the penny lands on denying my medication, right? So Saltwater Hospital made Mr. Mclean, that's me, and I'm fucking sick of your shit, a human rights awarded advocate and public figure. There's a fucking Wikipedia page about me. Wait for over 3 months and 2 days to even see a psychiatrist in the flesh. It is an inconceivable justice reflecting the prejudice and victimisation Rich claims is systemic and endemic and has seen me blacklisted from so many organisations, government departments, agencies. I can't fucking complain anywhere. Anyway, I'm fucking complaining today because I'm fucking sick of your shit. But anyway, so waiting 3 months without my medication, I desperately needed my dexamphetamine because I was fucking depressed. I got nothing, right? I needed that to break through the depression so I could attack life again. And for 10 years, I was drug-free and fucking, absolutely kicking goals. But I was without my drugs, my medication. And that's medical malpractice. If someone has it, and they have evidence, and I gave them the evidence, of ADHD, and that I need dexamphetamine to live, then that hospital and Mercy Clinic are guilty of medical malpractice and professional negligence. And the reason why they did that is because of a victimised and stigmatising attack on my very person. Now, this was a malicious attempt, that 3 month wait, to kick the fucking can down the road that, if I won all my cases, and I'll tell you all my cases, I'm a fucking multimillionaire. And anyone who shares, actually, if you share this video to the Ombudsman, I'll give you a fucking grand when I win, okay? So I actually, they were kicking the can down the road so that I may suicide by my own hand, making it look like an accident so they can blame my illness, which everyone already fucking believes, including my fucking closest, nearest and dearest, because, they're first to say, oh, he's fucking mad. And other people say it too. So, it's an easy prejudice to believe. Now, if I had died in that 3 months, that would have been it for me. But my evidence would have been published. So I would have died a human rights awarded activist twice. But I didn't fucking die, did I? You know what I did? Meth. Meth and hookers. I fucked a lot of ass and I did some meth. Anyway, I've never been a drug dealer. I haven't fucking done anything wrong. So they watched me and I told them I'm doing fucking street drugs, and they watched me become fucking, of course it makes you unbalanced. And they watched for 3 months before they put me in touch with a psychiatrist. And then I recorded the psychiatrist and I fucking gave her a fucking serve. And I'll publish all of this on the website. So for this fucking human rights awarded nuisance who's sick of your fucking shit, I was less spared and dead so we can blame his illness than for his rightful acknowledgence in all areas of discrimination and conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. And I'm still going to tell you why. You won't fucking believe it. So it is unfair, unequitable, unreasonable, and utterly jaded for me, who has spent the better half of his life, 2 decades, advocating for others, nationally, locally, and internationally, for a better life regarding mental illness, drug abuse, living well, holistic health, to be subjected to this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm a famous person. And infamous too, and I will be infamous after this fucking rant, let me tell you. I have had, in all that fucking time, 0 representation in litigation and 0 support in any unbiased way with that many people, organisations, institutions, police, ombudsmen, inspectorates, Human Rights Commission, I have hit in vain attempted to have traction with. Now, I'm going to fucking list those all below. And it's absolutely, I'm only one person. I can't fight 100 million agencies. Excuse me, I'll sip my coffee. I can't fight 100 million agencies when I am just fucking seen as lower than shark shit and fucking totally mad. Now, every agency I interact with has a fucking bank of lawyers. The hospital has a bank of lawyers. The lawyers have lawyers. I've had double agents as lawyers fucking come into my home and try and trick me. I've been sent to places where lawyers claim to want to advocate for me, and then they turn around and tell me to get fucked and fuck off out of their offices. Like, I've been set up. Like, seriously, I've been set up. So I'm a human rights awarded mental health advocate and recovery coach of over 20 years, and I've spoken in Australian Parliament, yes, that's true, TV and radio, the drug debate, Stateline, Dateline, SBS, all that kind of stuff, ABC National, I've spoken many times, Julie McCrossan and all that kind of stuff. I've had, I've spoken a first-person account of my mental illness for Life Matters. I've been on Triple J, hanging out with the young people, fucking telling them to stay off drugs, all that kind of stuff. I have spoken from fucking Warrnambool to fucking Dubbo. And even fucking, I went overseas to fucking Montreal and fucking did a tour over there to compare and contrast the health needs of marginalised people while I was working at a fucking mental health unit. But sadly enough, and this is the story of my life, I got stressed at my mental health job and they fired me because I had a mental illness. It's just the irony of it all. Anyway, so the gist is I'm fucking sick of everyone's shit, but I need help and I need it urgently. I want you to send this to the Ombudsman in this video, and I want to send it to your local parliamentarian, and I want to fucking send it to the media, you fucking cunts. Anyway, yet, the letter goes on. I have been marred by a systemic, malicious cover-up by agencies, individuals, organisations, and I have all the evidence collected by myself over years and years of a nationwide cover-up to exclude me from justice and maim me financially, politically, socially, in all fucking conceivable ways. They are trying to fucking kill me. Enter my fucking former partner, the cunt. He had a fucking hitman on me. Oh, fucking, that goes on. I'll go into that later. I have tried to report this fucking huge clusterfuck of injustice to police in person. Now, this is what I did, and I'll share it with you. I recorded it, and I said, I want to report rape, tax evasion, $1.2 million. I want to report drug trafficking. I want to report a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. I want to report a cover-up. I want to report so much stuff. And they agreed. And so I go in there and I record it. And I try and say it. And then they find out that my former partner, who owned me with fucking coercion, like I was living off a lump sum payment for my fucking apparent illness when all I wanted to do was get the fuck out of where I was living. So, you know, kind of stretch the truth a little bit. But I had some money, and my former partner, he was on 350 grand a year. I over 5 years, I spent 60 grand, and he left me homeless and dying with his dying dog. He stole my car, he stole all my white goods, and he admitted he was complicit in and present at a fucking murder. Now, I've tried to report this many times to police when they come to the door for welfare checks because I'm the fucking unwell one, you know. I'm the one with the issues. And I've got recordings of me saying this to them, and they still reject me. Now, I went to the police to report all this at Flemington Police Station, and all they wanted to know was the name of my former partner. He worked for fucking ASIO. ASIO, the fucking Australian Secret Police. So the Australian Security Intelligence Organisation. So they know all his shit. So he gets busted with fucking... He made a fucking... he made a shitload in back years ago. And he bought a house with the drugs he made from selling cocaine. And when I met him in 2010, I was very suspicious. But anyway, that was the worst fucking decision ever. But I fucking lived. And maybe it was just my journey to understand. Bless you, Steve. You're just a darling. And he bought this house with cocaine. And I said, it's bad juju. You got to fucking sell it. So he did sell it. And then he fucking put it into $1.2 million into an overseas tax haven, and he fucking got busted for it because he's fucking working for ASIO, you stupid fucking cunt. So I'm fucking trying to make the relationship work in 2015, and fucking he's working a lot. Why is he working a lot? Because he's got a fucking 200 grand fine he's paying off, which was a slap on the wrist to avoid his jail time of fucking defrauding the government. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm just like, what the fuck? So anyway, that's a little side story. But all you've got to do, please, is go check his fucking tax records. You'll see that there's a house that's been sold. Where's the fucking paper trail? It's fucking gone. Where's the fucking $1.2 million on? It's gone. What about the $200,000 fine? Well, it's a little fucking slap on the wrist because he's fucking, you know, massaged and babied by ASIO to be protected. And why can't I get justice with all these things? Maybe it goes beyond the police. Maybe it goes beyond the powers that be. Maybe it goes beyond the Ombudsman. Maybe they're protecting him. Now, this is another little aspect and a genesis of where the fucking conspiracy and cover-up come from. I tried to get not a greedy fucking conciliation. I mean, I did have 60 grand, and at the end of it, and he cheated me for the last 2 years, and he's still in my life, sending me threats now on the internet. Where was I? So, I just wanted a conciliation to separate our finances, and I tried to get it, but it fucking didn't work. So they just cancelled it, and I've got no money. He fucking buried me, mate. So anyway, I want to report a crime of coercive control, which was by a serial fucking sociopathic narcissist and criminal who was complicit and present in a murder, which he admitted to me. It gets fucking better. And at the start of the relationship, I had 60 grand. At the end of the relationship, I was fucking squatting. He fucking took off with a new car, and he already had the new boyfriend before he fucking dumped the old boyfriend. Now, he's a fucking cunt, obviously. And everyone says, oh, Steve's so nice, you know, you shouldn't say anything bad. Get fucked. I'm fucking sick, and I'm fucking sick of your shit. He's fucking going down. And I would like my conciliation with him for an absolutely fucking watertight, provable 5-year relationship in which he coercively controlled me to fucking accept a Centrelink payment because he said, we're engaged. That he goes, keep getting Centrelink payments because I can't afford you, even though he's earning $350,000 a year. Fucking wogs, eh? Fucking wogs and money. So anyway, he made me take the pension, and then after I wanted a conciliation, he held it over me that I would fucking go to jail because I fucking defrauded Centrelink. Well, I want to let you know that in that relationship, I told Centrelink of the relationship, but without knowing that he'd fucking lost $1.2 million and defrauded the government and got a fucking $200,000 fine, he said he couldn't afford me, so he made me go back on it. I've got the fucking evidence, and I've got evidence of fucking bank accounts in both our names. Oh, are we together? Are we not together? Depends on what fucking knowledge you have. Anyway, this is... And the point is, he's protected by ASIO. He's protected by ASIO. He's a fucking criminal. He stole my car. He stole my car. Now, what the fuck? If I'm in if I finally fucking remove myself to go to a new house and he steals my car and all he hassled me so much, I was totally isolated. That's what narcissists do. They isolate you from every family member and friend. They isolate you and then they give you compliments and then you think, nah, it's all right, they're all right. And then they fucking get in close and they stab you right in the fucking heart, you know. But I'm a nice person, you know. But I was the victim. I'm the acute empath. I'm the sensitive one. I'm the person who stuck up for hundreds of thousands of people. I'm the one who wrote the Human Rights Award-winning book. I'm the one who did the PhD and earned a fucking doctorate because I'm fucking smart, because I'm fucking not crazy. And, it's a crazy story. And he stole my car. So there's car theft. He stole all my fucking goods. He threatened a hitman on me, Brendan, from fucking, where was it? Maribyrnong. And he fucking had me running scared. I got a community order to fucking keep him away from me, but they said they can't act on it because they can't act without a definite threat, like on the threat that he might do something. And I'm like, if he finds out I'm fucking going after his super, he's going to fucking kill me. Anyway, that's another cover-up. That's all beside this thing. But anyway, this and the other genesis of this whole conspiracy is further to a valid complaint about a GP in 2018 for medical malpractice and professional incompetence. Now, I'm a bit of a kooky character. I record weird things. Like I pressed record just before I went in, off the cuff, that I was fucking going crazy. Because I used to tell this guy, I mean, sometimes you're sad, but often you're sad because of real fucking physical, rational reasons in the world. And sometimes those reasons in the world come from family, come from friends, come from neurotic, sociopathic partners, come from your situation of fighting and fighting and fighting to be heard and being fucking knocked back at every fucking turn. Now, I told this doctor, he knew that I had these mental illnesses, apparently these labels. He knew that I was homeless. He knew that I was suicidal because I used to tell him every fucking week, I want to fucking kill myself. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to joke or belittle anyone's experience with death. I should know that for sure. And if you're fucking feeling like that, please ring and get help. You know, or fucking make it work for yourself. You know, fucking make a plan to fucking get out of it. This is my plan. Now, I recorded that consultation with the doctor, not maliciously, but because I thought I was fucking going crazy. When you get gaslighted and ostracized and head fucked by a neurotic fucking narcissist for fucking 5 years, and your family sends a fucking Christmas card every year to him saying, thanks for looking after Rich, as if you're a fucking burden to get rid of. Well, it's, it fucks with your head. Now, I used to go to the doctor and say I was suicidal every day. And I saw him for 6 years, hundreds of times. So I went in there and I pressed record. It was not malicious, not in any fucking way. I had no idea I was going to fucking use this. This is all crept up on us, right? Once this domino goes over, the whole of the fucking Australian Institute is going to fucking get tipped on its head. So this is what happened. So I told him that I was going to hotbox myself on heroin, that it wasn't fair, that the pain I have is fucking proportionate, and if I leave the planet, which I want to do, it's going to be less pain for the people behind than the pain I'm carrying. Now, this is in direct relation to a very, very dear, beautiful, wonderful friend, Nathan Turnley. I saw him and my soul lit up. He was one of the real stars in my life. And he killed himself. I was absolutely fucking devastated. I had a housemate at the time, and he did a statement saying how I was suicidal. And I had another housemate, and he said I was suicidal. So I took all this stuff, and I went to... where did I go? I took all this evidence, and I had this other thing which I'd written out about that time before I tried to kill myself with the medication that the doctor gave me in the same consultation. So I told the doctor I was going to kill myself with a method and a way and a time frame. And then, on top of it all, he told me he doesn't know a psychiatrist or psychologist, and I'm so clever I'll fall between the cracks. And then I said, I've got a sore arm, can I have some opioids? And he fucking gave me it. I don't know. I reckon that's fucking something to bring up. Now, I didn't even think about it until I moved with Susie, my friend, who's no longer a friend. She told me to fuck off. Because, or whatever. Good luck to you, Susie. I went to Susie's place, and then I found it, and I went, well, that's fuck. My human rights kicked in, and I just go, that's fucking wrong. I could have fucking died. And I've got the suicide note. The suicide note from 2017 says the fucking doctors just wanted money. It mentions my the sexual abuse that I became aware of and began to name in my PhD, which I valued, wrote about and performed as part of a doctorate, all that kind of stuff at the State Library Victoria. And so I complained to the Health Complaints Commissioner, and they fucking rejected it. First of all, they said, we'll do a conciliation with the doctor. And I'm like, oh, cool. So that might mean, well, I don't know, some bit of compassionate money or something, or an apology. That's all I really wanted, an acknowledgement. But they rejected it. And so I thought, oh, that's weird. So I not knowing how much value this fucking recording had, I sent it to his lawyer. Well, fucking alarm bells must have gone off the other end. So I said, I don't want fucking any harm to come to the doctor. If I have to go to APRA, the Australian Health Practitioners Regulation Agency, he's going to be fucked. He's going to lose his job. He's a nice man. Like I said all along, and the evidence and the emails and the phone conversations will say, I don't want to fuck him up. He was, by all rights, a good doctor. If this comes out, he's fucked. But I was just gaslighted and ostracised and pushed aside that much and ignored. I used to beg people. I used to CC emails in. I'm a famous person. So I ended up going to APRA. Now, they waited, watching a clearly uncomfortable and close to suicide person. They waited a whole fucking year and a bit with hundreds of emails, and they watched and waited and maliciously hoped that I would die. And it's such a brutal conspiracy because a medical malpractice claim is about $400,000 when it's settled. If it's not settled, it's worth over $1 million. So fucking, I'm fucking sitting on so much money, but I have absolutely fucking none. So anyway, I went to APRA. They took a whole fucking year to watch it go past, and then they invited me in. I thought, oh, maybe we've got a bit of room to move, conciliation. And so I just cut to the fucking shit. Like, there's a 6-stage thing that the doctor could have done wrong. Number 1 is maybe some mental health training. Number 6, he loses his job, okay? And they said, he's done nothing fucking wrong. So I'm like, how can that even fucking be? That was the most professional, brutal gaslighting. And it was because his lawyer, I found out, had threatened APRA, and I've got the evidence, I'll show you. He threatened APRA, and he was a fucking highfalutin lawyer. And I've never had a lawyer or an advocate, even though I'm a fucking advocate for many. And they threatened to sue the Australian Medical Review Board if they used the recording, which they said was illegal. Now, to be fair, APRA said you can give any evidence. So I submitted a transcription of the recording. Now, his lawyer, through freedom of information, this fucking goes on and on and on, years of battle. The freedom of information from APRA, he prints it out, scribbles all over it and says it's inaccurate. So in actual fact, I waited all that time, over a year and a half, for my complaint to be registered and acknowledged, and at least a fucking apology for my pain and fucking suffering and the fucking crime that happened. And it was based on nothing. Nothing. It wasn't based on the recording. It wasn't based on the transcription. It was based on fucking nothing. So, with this extra evidence, I went to the NHPOPC. They're the mob that individually investigates APRA. Now, they waited. Praya McKenzie, what a fucking cunt. Now, she's not a cunt. She's a nice person, but she's got to toe the party line. What happens if a fucking doctor goes down for fucking this? Like, so many people are complicit. There's been a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. They wait, okay? They wait over a year and they watch me, and I've got hundreds of emails to back this up, become suicidal. I'm fucking clutching at straws. I'm fucking going insane. All the while going through my own VOCAT sexual abuse case with bringing that up, because the Pell case is on TV, and I'm fucking feeling extremely fucking vulnerable and triggered by all of this. And anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. And NHP OPC wait over a year before giving me the official fucking bubble. Computer says no. Fuck off. Nothing's to see here. I'm like, I've got the fucking evidence. How can you how can you reject fucking watertight, unequivocal, undeniable evidence of the malpractice? And the clear evidence says I wasn't malicious. It wasn't a fucking setup. I'm not that clever. I fucking did it later in retrospect, and it's been covered up. I couldn't even believe it. Anyway, I go to the fucking police. So I go down to Footscray Police Station and say, this fucking shit's gone down. This is wrong. This is a crime. And they go, we'll investigate it. Yeah, good on you, cops. Cops, eh? Sick of your fucking shit. So they investigate it, and they say, oh, it's been investigated thoroughly. And I go, well, how fucking thoroughly can it be investigated? And they just gave some vague fucking investigators who've investigated. No names, just a fucking contact. I've got calls trying to contact the police. I've got calls trying to fucking report a murder. I've got fucking... It's uncanny. You would not believe the cover-up. I must be a fucking famous person on the fucking radar. I don't know. I fucking must be. Anyway, I'm here to fuck shit up because I'm sick, and I'm sick of your fucking shit. All is. Anyway, so I go to the police and they fucking reject it. And then I'm fucking getting called, and then I'm fucking hassling them, going, you're fucking kidding me. You can't do this to me. And then they're like, I get a call from the Maribyrnong Criminal Investigations Unit. Doesn't give me a fucking name. I record it. She goes, you're going around in circles. Just go away. So I'm clearly gaslighted, ostracised, and rejected, and a fucking big red button goes off when I ring up because, and you know what? Out of all of this, I've fucking done nothing wrong. I'm actually a victim in all this. I'm the victim. There is no crime in being sad, and there is no crime having a label associated with you. However, it is a crime to send someone off to their death. It's a crime to coercively manipulate a vulnerable person, rob him of his money, and then with all the things I know about, I need whistleblower protection. That's what I fucking need. Now, I have sent this to the Ombudsman with it all on my website. They can't access the website. Oh, fucking rubbish, they can't. It's a fucking website. I checked it. Oh, it's fucking all there. Okay, so anyway, we go on. So I go to the police, and then the fucking police fuck me off. So I go to the Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission, and they fucking investigate it. This fucking mole from there sends me this thing. Oh, we don't investigate everything. Oh, well, thanks a fucking lot. You know, that really helps me. The fucking onion layer of the conspiracy is going out and out and out and out and out. So I go to the Australian Human Rights Commission. They don't fucking do anything. It is outside of their jurisdiction. This is what bureaucracies say to you. We acknowledge your complaint XYZ. However, it is outside of the jurisdiction of Section 36B 2.6. And then they fuck you off to the next person. So I go to the Victorian Inspectorate and I report the murder and I report my murder. So funny. And they write back to me and they say, we acknowledge the murders you've reported. Oh, no, sorry, this was the Australian Human Rights Commission. We acknowledge the murders you know about and what you call as your own death and your own murders, but it's outside the jurisdiction of what we investigate. Am I insane? Am I fucking going insane? Is that not the Australian Human Rights Commission? Human rights, human, living, breathing beings, you know? So they fucked me off. The Victorian Inspectorate, they fucked me off. The Mental Health Complaints Commissioner, they fucked me off. I CC'd the VCAT and the police. And I fucking went to email the federal police and my fucking ISP's been blocked. I'll fucking I'll go to the top. I'll fucking email MP Greg Hunt, the National Health Minister. And I emailed him. And the evidence will show. I beg of you, before you even fucking look into my complaint, listen to this recording that has been covered up by X, Y, and Z. Now, he sent me a Dear John letter back going, we acknowledge your complaint about Dr. Whittaker from Millennium Medical Centre. And you know what you should do? You should go to the Health Complaints Commissioner. Or if failing that, you can go to APRA. Enjoy your day. Whatever. What the fuck ever. But anyway, it was kicking the can down the road and elongating it and gaslighting, rejecting and ostracising me, which I'm obviously used to out of all my life, especially framed by my relationship and some family aspects. And so I go to MP Katie Hall. Well, she sends me the fucking Lifeline. Oh, Jesus. Over the years, I've memorised the fucking, hold music to Lifeline. So I'll fucking email, I'll pull in the big gun. So I've got Sane Australia's Book of the Year, 1993, right? I've been a sane speaker, fucking knew Barbara Hopkins, rest in peace, dear Barbara. Knew the whole fucking thing. So get in contact with ASIO, Jack Heath. I think he was the former ASIO. Now, he agreed, he's very compassionate, you know. He agrees to talk to me. So I'll fucking record him on Skype. And I go into it gently and I go, I send him the whole fucking thing. This has been covered up, this has been covered up, this has been covered up. And he tells me just to let it go. Just let it go. You know what? I'm concerned about your mental health. I think you should let it go. Get fucked! I want justice! Justice! I'm fucking sick of you, Jack Heath, and I'm fucking sick of your shit. Anyway, Jack Heath fucks me off, and then I send a really rude fucking message to him saying, you fucking gutless cunt. You had the agency as a person and as a representative of a official national mental health body to correct this wrongdoing, and you have been complicit in the cover-up perverting the course of justice. That's what you've fucking done. Anyway, I did this with other people. I did it with... so I've got a documentary made after my life and art at the Dax collection. And I fucking go to the people there. Well, they fucking did the same thing. Look, it is a very fucking simple story. This is a huge fucking conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Now, it is very fucking simple. If the GP did nothing wrong, hello Dr. Whittaker, and I sent you an apology email too, and letter saying I had no harm to hurt you. But what do you want me to do? If he'd done nothing wrong, he would welcome the recording to exonerate himself for all wrongdoing. It'd be as simple as fucking that. But you know what? I've learned over experience and the onion layers going out that recording is a fucking $1 million malpractice case. And in addition to that, the amount of people that fucking know about that recording, what it means, how much money it's worth, and the individuals that I could name so many that have perverted the course of justice and been pawns, siding with privilege, money, and power to cover it up, is fucking extraordinary. Fucking Greg Hunt, I'm fucking sick of your shit. Katie Hall, sick of your shit. Jack Heath, I'm sick of your shit. Dr. Whittaker, you're a nice bloke. I never meant any harm. I begged you to come to conciliation. I begged you. Fuck it. You didn't fucking care for me. Why am I fucking caring for you now? I'm fucking homeless, mate. I'm fucking sick of your shit. Anyway, the letter goes on, sorry. My complaint today, this is from other people on my behalf to the Ombudsman, who is under fucking ASIO, so I don't know if I'm going to get any traction there. I didn't yesterday when I made my Centrelink complaint. Is relating to this original criminality regarding his recent suicide in Werribee Mercy Hospital and the cover-up that followed. So that's the gist of the email that people have sent out. Now, a few people have sent it out now to the Ombudsman, so I'm expecting all of them to get an acknowledgement letter that comes back to say, we acknowledge this email and we're going to follow up in what way? Because former partner who ASIO are over and he's being protected by across that. So I got an acknowledgement for my complaint and I published all this and the evidence on my website, but they can't see the website. It's just kicking the can down the road till I fucking die or become homeless and maimed and fucking destitute. This is the fucking plan. So anyway, the letter goes on. In addition, the perversion in the course of justice that is systemic and malicious in amplifying Rich's misfortune that sees him not as a person of sentience, deserving of care as a celebrated individual, but it sees him as a bloody nuisance we would rather want dead. Why do we want him dead? Come on, everyone. Why do we want me dead? I don't want me dead. I don't want to just survive. I want to fucking thrive. I want a fucking nice fucking job giving back to the community. I want to fucking hang with my dog. Crystal. I love you. Crystal. I love you. What a nice fucking time with my dog. Might fucking do some drugs, who knows? I'm gonna fuck a lot of ass. And can I say, I've fucked a lot of ass. And I've also been fucking nailed a few times too. So, you know, I should have told my parents when I was 12, I'm gonna grow up and be a fucking a vigilante and a heinous fucking notorious homosexual, and that would have fucking saved a whole lot of fucking shit. Anyway, so it goes back to the letter. My complaint today, though, is relating to this original criminality about the suicide of the followed. in addition, they'd rather want him dead. People want me dead. So Rich has a diagnosis of. Now, I digress with any fucking label that anyone gives me. Because when you go to see a psychiatrist, they're fucking looking for something wrong. If you go into any fucking room and the room says, we're going to find something wrong with you, they fucking do. So all the times I reached out for help, the surface of it was symptomatic and stuff, but it was very indicative of a prejudiced life, that I had to hide who I was gay, I had problems with sexuality, all this kind of stuff, and these are some of the fucking good ones I got. Schizophrenia, that's one that got me fired from the age. That's one when I wrote my book, Recovered Not Cured, A Journey Through Schizophrenia, I'd recovered. I had fucking been working at the Herald Sun, and they fucking kicked me out because they didn't like fucking how left wing I was. Went to the Age. I was there for 4 years, and then the book comes out, which is a fucking clinical, amazing fucking celebration of recovery, and it is fucking so self-reflective and livid and so well aware of my own discordancy that I'm actually more sane than sane people, because I've seen the other side. That's what happens in a way of shamanism, is that you experience other ordinary reality and you come back to the community as a person who has broadened horizons, who can heal and help. Now, I'm a very powerful person. I feel powerful. I don't have anything. You can take my fucking rights. You can take my fucking job. You can fucking take my pension. You can take my my income protection. You can take my work cover. You can take my justice. You can send lawyers to fucking crucify me. You can fucking send a hitman. But you can't fucking take my soul. And can I just say, out of all this, I fucking love who I am. I fucking love it. I've earned me. I fucking know who I am. I'm fucking awesome. And I'm fucking sick as shit. But anyway, and the PhD, well, fucking, how mad can I be, you know? Doing a fucking, a critically evaluated, systemic fucking, categorized fucking 250,000 word document. Like, I can't be that fucking mad, okay? But I might be mad, but angry mad. I'm angry mad. But why fucking wouldn't I be? So anyway, the letter goes on. In addition, the perversion in the course of justice, systemic and malicious in amplifying Richard's misfortune, that sees him not as a person deserving of care or as a sentient or celebrated individual, yet a bloody nuisance we would rather want dead. Sorry, I just read that bit. Rich has a diagnosis of, here they come, schizophrenia, woohoo! Bipolar, woohoo! Chronic anxiety, woohoo! Major depressive disorder, ADHD, some clusters of personality disorder, that's a fucking new one, adjustment disorder, that's a fucking new one, and other labels, panic disorder, fucking the list goes on. Alright, I don't fucking care what they call me, alright? If someone has had to deal with all the fucking shit that I've had to deal with, you're going to be fucking upset. So I reckon I'm doing a pretty good job explaining this with a good dose of humour today. So the letter goes on, from other people to the fucking Ombudsman, I demand an unbiased and thorough review of Rich's attempted suicide, which was nearly successful, at Werribee Mercy Public Hospital whilst incarcerated on an intervention order, and the cover-up that followed, denying Richard of justice, that adds to the unthinkable malaise aimed at bringing harm to him. And that's what they're fucking doing. I can't stress it enough. They fucking want me dead. The letter goes on. I would like the investigation to include previous attempts at suicide. Hence the fucking Dr. Whittaker fucking cover-up that's gone to the fucking top. I'm fucking famous. I can't even go to the police If I can't fucking go to the police to report a rape and a murder, then I've been rendered a fucking famous or infamous, neutralised refugee in my own country. That's not cricket. That's not even a fucking democracy. I find it uncanny, that it's even happening to me. It's kind of a bit bizarre. Sometimes I think, is this actually happening to me? And then I go, it fucking is. Anyway. And the second suicide attempt at Werribee Mercy Hospital, including the years-long victimisation of him, which he alone is and was impossible to oppose. Well, that's fucking true. How am I supposed to fight a bank of fucking lawyers at the hospital, at the fucking... I just got a text. At the fucking hospital, at the fucking doctors, at every fucking place I've had, they've had a fucking... excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip. Bank of fucking lawyers. Do you think I've been able to find one fucking lawyer? Just one. To even defend one of these fucking issues. Absolutely fucking not. I have got evidence from Shine, from Morrison Blackburn, from Slater and Gordon, from all these other agencies, and it's like this weird water and oil thing. Let's just kick the can down the road. That's outside of our expertise. We can't investigate that. What the fuck? I could be dead twice. There's fucking so much wrong with this. Anyway, that brings me to the reason of being rationally paranoid. Now, this is the cross-section of a Venn diagram like this. One's real, one's fantasy, or factual, and the little crossover bit is... It could be real, it could not be. Now, my reality, having been opposed by all these fucking systems and institutions and people and politicians, all that kind of stuff, my window of fucking is that real or is that not has gone a bit fucking wider than most people's. I mean, why fucking wouldn't it? I've got to take a break, so I've been talking for a while, and it's been a while. I hope this is recording, because fuck, I'm going to waste my time if I'm telling this story and it's not recording. Anyway, look, the gist is, that medication, dexamphetamine, was a fucking godsend to me, okay? I was fucking rocking on it. Now, this is what happened. I was on a disability support pension from 2003 to 2019. That's a long time. With chronic, fucking apparent mental health issues. Now, I was low mood, yes. I'd yet to have that breakthrough, yet the dexamphetamine, the pump up, that's what I needed. When that came, I fucking rocked it for 10 years. Now, this is where another conspiracy comes in. So, I became unwell from my job because, and this is a fucking another conspiracy, I fought with thousands of emails and reported to the police of sexual abuse from someone very close to my house, which will remain unnamed because he's now dead. And my parents went to his fucking funeral. Gee, thanks for that, Mum and Dad. Made me feel really valued. I went through this, and there was not only that sexual abuse, but sexual abuse from peer too. So I'd suffered a lot, and I was sexualised at a young age, okay? So this was extremely upsetting for me. And now, I hadn't really acknowledged it in my own fucking head. But during the PhD, I did. I fucking named it. I talked about it with Dr. Robert McKinnon and also Dr. Mark Salter and Dr. Cooper and also Dr. Whittaker. Now, they all fucking knew it. Now, I made a claim with VOCAT for some justice. And you know what? I'm so compassionate, I didn't even want to fucking name the person or make a gist of it because it would have fucked his life. For 10 minutes of fuckery when I was 7, which was clearly fucking illegal, although in the law's eyes, it was only seen to be illegal to molest girls. So my case was fucking thrown out. Now, it took 3.5 years and 5 different lawyers with yourlawyer.com.au to get me in front of a magistrate, but because of COVID, it fucking I wasn't there. And I wrote fucking reams of paper and I'm sending all this evidence about how it's fucked my life. I've moved 26 times and lived with over 85 different people. Why do you think that is? Why do you think I'm highly sexed? Why do you think I take risks, drugs, all the other things? It's because I was fucking fiddled with as a child. Now, this clearly makes sense to me. Retrospect is a wonderful thing. I've fucking done all this amazing stuff despite all this carnage. Now, I applied for that VOCAT case to be heard, and the lawyers rang me up and said, it fell over in court. And I go, and they didn't give me an outcome. They didn't give me a PDF. They didn't give me an email. They didn't write to me in the mail. That was it. But that's illegal. That's another crime. Like, you can't take someone's 3.5 year case where I was fucking losing my shit, and when you're not valued or validated as a child sexual abuse survivor, as an adult, a schism happens that is so profoundly disturbing that you value it in your own head, and then the people around you, who will not be named, you probably caught him with a dirty magazine, says one. That's just rubbish, says another. But then people, in kind of this sick, twisted way, start bringing him up in conversation. Are you fucking kidding me? I haven't heard from him in 20 years. So that's another crime. It wasn't fucking given to me, and I begged the magistrate to give me an outcome. She wrote to me and she said, you were doomed to fail from the start. Doomed? Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking a really obtuse and chronic way of treating someone who you obviously, through the evidence, saw was so vulnerable. I couldn't fucking believe it. I actually think, and this is the irrational, rational, paranoia thing, that she's a corrupt magistrate that is, like the rest of all these things, robbing me of prosperity, silencing my voice, and destroying me in every fucking way. Now, I've got all the evidence of this. Anyway, the letter goes on. Upon entering the hospital, he told the story of conspiracy. They robbed him of the medication that benefited him, the dexamphetamine and antidepressants, and planned to dose him up with mind-numbing antipsychotics. This is in Werribee Hospital. Well, of fucking course they did. It's a fucking hard story to swallow. Even I can barely believe it's happening. Unbelievably, but not to Rich, the hospital discharge notes, after 2 whole fucking weeks and moving 5 times, it was fucking brutal. Worst time in my life. The discharge notes state from a seasoned psychiatrist, he's neither psychotic nor delusional whatsoever. Well, fucking happy days. This only confirmed this abhorrent victimisation that I already fucking knew was happening. I'm fucking sick of the hospital. I'm fucking sick of the police. I'm fucking sick of the police. I'm fucking sick of the fucking agencies. I'm fucking sick of you, the fucking family, the cunts. I'm fucking sick of you. I'm sick because I'm sick of all your shit. That's why. So Rich believes a conspiracy is afoot, and I've fucking proven it, to deny him of justice, prosperity, and help him in any form that will, quote, kick the can down the road with the malicious goal for him to suicide, ridding the establishment of someone with irrefutable evidence of a systemic cover-up in politics, in institutions, in governments, in magistrates, in doctors, in agencies, and it exists all in opposition to fucking one person, me, in favour of money, power, and privilege. Now, I'm fucking speaking truth to power. I'm fucking sick. Yes, I'm fucking sick of your shit. Anyway, we go on. Despite Mr. Mclean's outstanding and passionate dedication to furthering human knowledge, gaining a PhD and working for decades, assisting those with less fortune and further marginalised than him, the movement, or as we say, the conspiracy, I just call it a movement now because conspiracy sounds too mental health-ish, has resulted, well, this is what it's resulted in. I'm fucking homeless. What the fuck am I going to do at present? And I need help. I need whistleblower protection. When I win this, I'm a fucking multimillionaire. I'm gonna, if you share this and share it with me, I'll give you $1,000 when this all comes through, right? So I've lost my job that I fucking loved, helping other people, because I was incarcerated helping others in the community. I can barely believe it. After all this has happened, it's like I'm the one helping others. There's this, can I tell you this story about it's a visualization, which I asked your spirit to be with at the moment because it's a spiritual thing. The wounded healer. So there's a guy and he's got 100,000 arrows in his back. And he goes up to a younger person who's crying with one arrow in their back. And the person with 100,000 arrows in their back comforts the one with one arrow in their back. And that's an allegory, metaphor, or symbol that exists with healers, you know. Healers often become such, or people in positions of great persecution, the healers, the shamans, the agents of change, they historically and philosophically, they fucking try and kill them. I'm trying to be fucking killed. I'm not calling myself a saint or anything. Clearly, I've fucking sucked a lot of cock, even a bit of pussy. But anyway, going on, I was denied my income protection insurance claim. Now, why? Because it was a previously existing illness. No, it fucking wasn't. It was because the mental health drama, not the mental health, the rejection from the magistrate caused a schism in me that fucked me so much because my client for a year and a half on the NDIS had sexual abuse issues. I couldn't go to work. It's a work injury. It's not a mental illness, you fucking morons, HCF. And that to this day is before AFCA. AFCA will not go forward with it because they're kicking the can down the road too. Anyway, it goes on. I was denied work cover, Comcare. I asked work cover, is everyone covered in work cover? Oh, yeah. Your one's Comcare because you work for the government. Oh, good. So I fucking ring up that. This is huge fucking conspiracy to kick the can down the road. I'm fucking like owed $100,000, you know. It's crazy. Now I've got to fucking appeal it. Everything I've got to appeal. I've got to get into freedom of information. I've got to fucking go to the next step. Kicking the can down the road. As long as I'm fucking kicking the can, I'm alive. But I kid you not now. I am a whistleblower. I am telling you these crimes. I am accusing a whole lot of people of perversion of the course of justice. I want you to share this with the police, and I want you to share it with the Ombudsman at ombudsman.gov.au. I want you to say, it's from Richard Mclean. This is his fucking statement. So, following on, I fucking can't afford rent. They've fucked me in every possible way. I've lost my close allies. Well, you'd think you'd have allies in agencies, communities, that kind of stuff. The NDIS are fucking so against me that they don't know whether to fucking praise me or fucking damn me to hell. I've lost my reputation, right? I have lost my reputation. It's been a head fuck of a life. I've lost my agency for fair litigation. No lawyer, and I don't know, this is the irrational, rational bit, who's gone over whose head, but no one will fucking help me. I can't believe it. Out of all I've given in all my life, in all my art, my advocacy, my giving, I've been used. I've been wasted. The currency of me has been eaten up. I gave and I was used. Now, I'm fucking over that and I say no. No more using. I'm fucking sick of you and I'm fucking sick. And you guessed it, I'm fucking sick of your shit. So I've been rejected for my own child sexual abuse case by a corrupt fucking magistrate. That's a fucking crime. That's a fucking heinous national crime. I've been set up. I've literally been set up being sent to places where they fucking actively reject me to try and crush me. I kid you fucking not. I'm not making this up. My emails are interfered with and intercepted. They are actually fucking intercepted. So I've got all these emails from the Ombudsman recently and from Comcare, my work cover, who has... they've all fucking disappeared off my system. They've gone over the email server. The email server company that fucking runs my website, they've fucking gone over that. I'm fucking silenced in every fucking way. I can barely hope to fucking get this video out onto YouTube so it can fucking be heard and investigated. My workplace fucking rejected me. They won't have me anymore because two reasons. It fucked me. This whole thing's fucked me so much I had to go bankrupt. So you can't be insolvent while you're fucking a carer, and you can't fucking be incarcerated as a mad person and be a carer either. So thanks, Dad, for looking after me, but I fucking lost my job. So out of all of this, you'd fucking think, out of all these years and this advocacy, all this kind of stuff, I have not got a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Well, I'll fucking be. So my psychiatrist rejected me because he accused me of fraud, which I was only trying to pay him with my NDIS money, and dumped me. And so I'm so famous in the fucking medical profession. He fucking knew what happened to Dr. Whittaker. He's lost his job. I'm fucking banned from Millennium Medical Centre in Footscray. And I'm also banned from the next place I went to. So this is another story. Dr. Cooper. Dr. Cooper from Yarraville family fucking place. Anyway, I went there. He looked after me for a while, gave me my Dexies, whatever. And then I had a sore back. So I feel odd, paranoid saying this, but if you knew that someone had overdosed and tried to kill themselves on opioids, which he did because I was trying to explain to him the conspiracy, but he gaslighted me, you would not give someone opioids, right? So I had a sore back. It was literal. I fucking was in bed one day. I fell out. I fucking cracked me back. And he gave me painkillers. Well, it went on and he had me on not one, but 2 boxes I was picking up at a time. 2 boxes of 50 A grade, class A, grade 1 endone at a time. Now, I could have fucking killed myself on 5 of those and a bottle of wine. It's very fucking easy. And he knew I was so distressed about all this head fuckery that's going on that I could get no value, acknowledgement or ledgering from fucking anywhere. It was almost like he thought, I'll kill him. By giving me 2 boxes of fucking endone at a time. I don't know if that's even fucking civil or right or just. Now, I've got the evidence that he knew I overdosed on fucking endone and he knew that I was suicidal because no one would fucking listen and I hadn't got the help. He also said, I don't know a psychiatrist. It's like I've been burdened and I just crucified, scapegoated, you know, absolutely scapegoated. So then when I didn't kill myself, he cracked the sads with me. He wrote me a letter and said, you've been rude to our staff and you upset them. You've got to apologise to them, apologise to me, and if you want to be a patient at this clinic, you'll go to drug rehab. And then, just like that, no more endone. No more Valium. Other medication he stopped. You fucking can't do that. So I had to go to another doctor. Oh, fuck. You wouldn't believe this story I've been on. Anyway, every lawyer I have contacted has rejected me. No matter if they will no win, no fee. I get the funny feeling that because of the genesis of the Dr. Whittaker malpractice case that has gone so fucking huge and long and wide, and the information I know about the systemic disability discrimination and coercive control, abuse, tax fraud, president murder stuff that's going on with my former partner, who I tried to get not a fucking greedy amount, just half of what he earned in his super by the time altogether. That's fair, right? I'm not being nasty about it. And when he stole my car, my brother-in-law gave me a bike. Now, I just think about it in another realm. If someone stole my brother's car or stole my sister's car and fucked off with it, there'd be fucking outrage. If someone showed their cock to my 6-year-old niece, people would be dead. But it happened to me, and it just never really hit the sides anywhere. I struggle to get that through my head, but anyway, I move on. So, the letter that I've asked people to send in goes on. He has the evidence of everything I've stated, and I fucking do. I've got evidence for years. I've got letters, PDFs, rejections. I can name hundreds of people in this vile, malicious movement and my silencing and utter rejection. This movement has an agency and a will to kill me via keeping the time clock ticking with the violence of neglect should I become vagrant, which is in 1 week's time, and at risk of dying. I'm sick. I'm sick of this shit. Let's keep it happy. The letter goes on. I require an acknowledgement of my complaint regarding Mr. Mclean and the prior and afterwards cover-up that victimised him into hospital via the police. And the police were fucking brutal, can I say. They gave me 3 minutes to get out, or they were going to fucking wrestle me out, and robbed me of dignity further after my release, and aided and abetted his near-death experience in hospital. Rich has amassed years of evidence in responses, emails and recordings that render the unfathomable shape of this injustice. It's on my website, in plain sight, for you to download and acknowledge. Now, I've emailed the Ombudsman, I've emailed the Commissioner, I've emailed the Human Rights Board, I can't go to the police. They fucking hate me. And the fucking irony is, I told everyone to get fucked on Facebook last night. Go fuck yourselves. I mean, well, fucking wouldn't I? No one's helping me. No one stuck up for my rights. No one fucking, said, oh, that's fucking terrible, you got sexually abused. No one said, oh, that's terrible, fucking you're sad. No one said, oh, it's fucking terrible, you fucking tried to kill yourself. People are on the other side, they go, but you recorded it. Like I'm some malicious fucking monster. I'm the victim. And people have said to me, friends, Susie, my beautiful friend, goes, stop being a victim. I am a fucking victim. You're the fucking cunt. And you know what? I should actually publish how many thousands of dollars I gave to you, but that's another thing altogether. So coping with life is hard. Harder when you have a different experience. Harder again when you're not heteronormative. No one fucking is. Harder when I can prove, like Rich has, I fucking have, the evidence is there, the insane wall of bureaucracy, and it's intelligently designed to oppress and kill me. Why? Because if one fucking domino goes over, the whole fucking lot goes over. I am fucking so important. I feel like a superstar. I feel like a demigod or something. Anyway, no one would know it because no one fucking comes here or even pays me attention. Apart from the police who threatened to fucking cart me off to hospital, which is further victimisation. Now, this whole fucking thing is beyond criminal. If he does die now, like before, he will have died defending what was just and right. And if no action is taken by you, i.e. the police or the Ombudsman, the police already haven't done anything, you will be utterly complicit in witnessing, allowing and abetting it to happen. I can't be more clear. If the Ombudsman does not give me a home, whistleblower protection, freedom from my internet being interfered with, my justice in all these people complicit with covering up and oppressing, rejecting and maiming me financially in all ways, socially, politically, with my family, I've lost my friends. If no action is taken, you, the Ombudsman, and you, all the people watching this, will suffer in the regret of my potential absence and be complicit in my murder. That's what I believe is happening. I don't think that what's opposing me is going to fold because of one voice. That's what I think. I think they are going to push this further and further. They'll do anything. They'll cancel this fucking video. They'll come above my YouTube account. I won't be able to get this out any which fucking way. They're going to fucking destroy me. They already have. And it's been through incremental stages and onion layers out that it's got to this stage. Now, it's fucked, but it's actually happening. And, you know, when I was discharged from hospital, they actually said, we know you're not psychotic. They looked it up. They fucking know what I already know. That this is all fucking real. Please don't be on the wrong side of justice. I request, this is the people writing the email on my behalf, that this be attended to without delay, ASAP. And serious, it needs to be fucking done now. I've said this today. So many fucking crimes. If nothing's done, I am rendered a neutral, opinionless, human rightsless, litigationless, neutered pawn in a cosmic conspiracy of injustice in this country, in a democratic country. That is what is going to happen. So my supporters support, as Rich does, secular ethics, human rights, which I've always fucking advanced, and oppose, undeniably, the injustice that me, having died not once, but probably at least 2-3 times, I suffer in my post-death guilted experience, and I'm still fucking shouting to the silence. This has happened over 20 years. Actually, go back a step. When I published my autobiography, you know, the bisexual, drug-taking schizophrenic, got put out there, the Herald Sun ran with the article, "My Descent into Madness, How Schizophrenia Stole Richard Mclean's Mind." And that was almost the beginning, and there is another aspect to this, but I won't go into it right now. That was really the beginning of this huge fucking cover-up. Now, I have got some people, only a few people, because no one fucking cares. No one fucking cares. That's why I told Facebook to get fucked last night, and that felt really fucking good because I'm sick, and I'm sick of your shit and all the fuck cunts on there. And the fucking police come to the door this morning to check if I'm alright. Oh, fucking hallelujah, you stupid cunts. They're fucking the problem. It becomes comedy. So I go, yeah, I was just having a nap. And I go, oh, as long as you're alright. And I'm like, what am I going to say? Like, how would I say all of what I said to them at the door and say, I've already gone to you with it all and nothing's been done. I'm actually doomed to fail. It's like the magistrate did. I was doomed to fail. Maybe that's a resonance there. She actually said I was doomed to fail. Why would she say I'm doomed to fail if she actually didn't know it? It was a 3.5-year battle. That's the reason I became unwell from work and why HCF rejected my $5,750 a month income protection claim. Anyway, I've talked for a while. Look, the gist of it is a fucking shitload of stuff's happened. Cunts find it hard to understand. I'm hanging in there. I fucking got nothing. Fucking nothing. I got an advance payment from Centrelink today. Fucking happy days. Got fucking 2 coffees. That is a day of fucking royalty for me. But I reckon when the first fucking domino goes over, this is going to fuck everyone from the Human Rights Commission to the Ombudsman to my former partner who's going to get a right fucking. And it's going to affect my parents. It's going to affect the magistrate. It's going to affect everyone who I have evidence of as being a pawn in the conspiracy of perverting the course of justice and demonising and victimising me in order to defend money, power and privilege. However, I am fucking sane. I fucking know what I'm talking about. I have all the evidence. You have heard this story now. It's all on the website. If you have a sentience of fucking subversion, of wanting to really fuck the system from the inside out, you'll share this story. And if you give me evidence of it, when I get whistleblower protection and I get my just desserts, all the fucking things that have been denied to me, I'll give you $1,000. I don't know if that implicates me in any way. I just said that off the cuff. I don't actually plan to tempt people into sharing this because I'm fucking sending it to the Ombudsman anyway. But look, I need an acknowledgement of all these things. Now I know, seriously know that Ombudsman can only do one thing at a time. But I guess there's some real honour and truth in a story, you know. And don't ever fuck with a writer or a storyteller, because you might fucking become famous, you know. I could fucking name so many people here. Oh my God, you have no idea. But anyway, yeah, so I've done this statement today for the Ombudsman. I've done it for my friends, family. I love you. You don't fucking get it. You never fucking have. Everyone else, you've never fucking gotten it. How could you fucking get it if I haven't even got it till I'm fucking 44? I'm 40 fucking 8? 48. I'm 40 fucking 8. Jesus Christ. Motherfucker. I never thought that I'd last this long, but I fucking have. And you know what? I just want to say that my superpower is fucking resilience. You know what? You're right. I am sick. I'm sick of all your fucking shit. And I hope I've said this story today with a dose of fucking lightheartedness. I know I dropped the F-bomb a bit, but fucking who fucking cares? And, you know, I just want to go on having a simple life with my dog. Hang on, where's Crystal? I'll say, Crystal, you hearing our daddy talk? I love you. Crystal, I love you. I love you. I love you. See, that's why fucking dogs are better than people. Because I don't care if you're black, white, have one arm, trans, gay, straight, bi, tri, fucking, you know, black, white, orange, green, 2 heads, 3 heads. If you fucking give them a nice smacko and you fucking just treat them a bit nice, they fucking love you. Everyone, if you can take anything from this whole fucking story, and it has been a story, fucking just accept that you need to be more dog. Be more dog. Be nice to people. I'm in disbelief summing up this story. This even fucking happened to me. I just want to add on the end, there is fucking about 5 different things with AFCA. Fucking complaints with AFCA. One's income protection. That's been kicked down the road because they're kicking the can down the road. They're waiting till I'm destitute. I already am. I'm fucking over it. I'm fucking calling out your shit. I'm sick and I'm sick of your shit. So that's worth like 70 grand. There's another one with TLC and Australian Super, and I went for health insurance and TPD and income protection because as someone who studied a PhD in global catastrophic risks, I knew that coronavirus would fuck some shit up. So as soon as it broke out, I got the insurance, I got rejected. So I took it up with the Human Rights Commission, but they're the Human Rights Commission. Again, they fucking let me down. We went to a conciliation to fucking sort it out, and they just go, oh, we're certain it's not going to work out. So the Human Rights Commission, with a whole fucking bank of lawyers, and the fucking Australian Super, with a whole fucking bank of lawyers, with the evidence they had framed with what I told them, they had no reason to reject me. So, in actual fact, the Australian Human Rights Commission, when I went to conciliation, just made a decision like that and just handballed probably $1.5 million to fucking the insurers. I can't believe it. And there's another one. So, the Comcare case. Fuck. What the fuck? So, I have work cover insurance. They have denied me it. There's another fucking couple of cases. I'm not a fucking saint. I've sucked a lot of cock, fucks and pussy. I've been fucked a few good times too. Fucking got a ripper one a couple of weeks ago. Fucking broke the drought. It was fucking... My arse opens like a rare lunar eclipse. When it's fucking primed and ready, fuck, it loves to get hammered. It's been 3 years. I fucking got nailed the other week. Jesus, it was good. Anyway, sorry, I digress. What was I saying? I can't remember. Fuck, that was good. Anyway, I gamble. I have sex. I've done drugs. I gamble. I fucking gambled. I fucking went through 3 years of fucking sexual abuse hell to fucking stand up for myself, which got fucking rejected. And I won 40 grand at a time. And they fucking didn't pay me. Cunts. So... This is another thing before AFCA. So, the Bendigo Bank paid me back $8,000 because the fucking casino, or the fucking apparent casino, which has no ombudsman, no oversight, and no officialdom, and is a fucking absolute fraud, which I can prove, they paid me back $8,000 for that. But in actual fact, they owe me about 60, 80 grand. But that's with AFCA too. AFCA are kicking the can down the road. They're all just before being decided with an ombudsman. Because, every fucking valid complaint I have is marred and conspired against in such beyond criminal and fucking highfalutin ASIO ways that I fucking can't get justice anywhere. So I've actually got probably $2.5 million worth of stuff with AFCA. However, as you wouldn't fucking believe it, they won't even fucking communicate with me. They wanted me to get a fucking lawyer to talk on my behalf. To only go to the Ombudsman that is internal to their processes that will handball the fucking money to the opposition because, as usual, I haven't fucking got a lawyer. And they fucking do! I fucking can't believe it! I have fucking helped so many cunts. How many people out there have seen me on TV? How many people have seen me talk? How many people have watched me do a speech? How many people have I met in the community? How many people have listened to me on the TV and radio over and over and over fucking again? I'm telling you now, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the shit. And I need help. I need your help. I want you to send this to the Ombudsman. I am a whistleblower. I need protection from litigation. I need to have my rights respected, I need to be safe. I need somewhere to stay. These are my democratic rights under a democracy. I have evidence of so many crimes. Just fucking ask me. And I've tried to copy it to this and extra places because my computer is being fucking intercepted. Fucking intercepted by the secret police. I fucking kid you not. Anyway, you can call me mad. But anyway, one of two things is clear. I'm fucking mad and all this is rubbish, which is really going to be difficult to prove rubbish because I've got all the evidence. Or two, I'm not mad and I fucking still need help. I need whistleblower protection. I need it today. I want you to share this with the police. I want you to share it with your friends. I want everyone to know that to trust your gut instincts, to stand your ground, to stand up for what's right, to speak truth to power. It's possible. Some people don't get that opportunity because they die. Sexual abuse victims die. I've watched many of my friends die. My best friend died. Nathan died. Shannon died. Paul died. So many people have died. I sit here today not proud because that doesn't suit it. Very fucking lucky that I'm alive and they didn't kill me. And I am privileged that the energy of my brothers and sisters who didn't make it and all of the brothers and sisters that we miss and that we care for and are no longer here, the spirit of them, look in my fucking eyes. You'll see them. Okay? Getting a bit emotional now. It's been a long talk. Please go to richmclean.com.au and look at the fucking evidence. I'm not an idiot. I know what's going on. It's just been really difficult to explain this epic fucking story to anyone in a concise way that has had any fucking meaning whatsoever. So I have all the evidence. Ask me, Ombudsman, I want whistleblower protection fucking today. If I don't get it, I have been rendered by you a refugee in my own country, and it is because you are protecting my former partner and the domino effect of every fucking agency, society, institution, doctor, right up to Greg Hunt, getting the fuck torn out of their ass. Can't even, but I've really tried to hold it together this whole fucking time, you know. I've really tried. I've nearly killed myself like numerous times, and they've waited for that. But I'm fucking here. I'm queer, and Crystal's here too, and I'm a fucking legend, and my legendary friends who aren't here, their spirits with me, and my family, my friends. Thank you to the ones that have helped me along. You mightn't be present at the moment. That's okay. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for all those people that lent me $100. Thank you to all those people. All the people that gave goodwill to me. Thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the reason I'm alive. I'm grateful for what I've received. I have absolute gratitude. My methodology of living is light a candle every day. I'm just about to do one now. And I bought a crystal today, which is a fucking beautiful, it's, I don't even know what it is. It's blue. It's kind of a metal thing. And I bought it today in my pocket just to give me some strength. But that's all I think I've got to say. Crimes have happened. It's been a hard life, but I'm fucking alive. And you know, I like who I am. I fucking love who I am. And I'm going to fucking keep on going, being awesome, whether I'm fucking homeless, on the streets, in a house, in a fucking mansion, or fucking between the sheets, fucking some sweet cub ass. Or who knows? Maybe I'll go trans and go pussy, or I don't know. Maybe I'll become a woman. Who fucking knows? But anyway, the facts are there. Please share my story. Love to you. And fuck, I hope that recorded. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, fuck, where is it? There it is. Ah, there we go. And we'll say, Crystal, do you want to say goodbye to the people before we fuck the whole country? Crystal, say, I love you. Crystal, I love you. I love you. I love you. Love is the way. Love yourself. Hang in there. Thank you, everyone. And good night. Oh, peace, brothers. I should say something really epic. I don't know. I was going to buy the domain, get this, piss off the shit, because every guy knows that. Piss off the shit. Like when you go to the toilet, there's shit on the toilet. You piss off the shit. If I had a website called pissofftheshit.com, you'd remember it, wouldn't you?